Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Ellarie here. Today's video I partnered with Kiss and I am actually using one of their new lash products, their new magnetic lashes. And I know I've already done a video of magnetic lashes on my channel in the past, but this one is definitely different, so I definitely recommend you guys keep watching. If you are a fan or if you aren't a fan of magnetic lashes, I feel like you will feel more confident about them after this tutorial once I show you what they got to make applying them much more easier. But also I have this fun red glitter liner that I'm going to show you guys how to create, so make sure you guys continue to watch. But first, make sure you guys are please subscribed to my channel. It really means a lot to me, and I thank everyone who subscribed already and watching this video. How you doing? And after you do that, make sure you continue to watch to see how I got this look. So to get started, I'm gonna do a pretty basic eye, pretty much just mat it out and add a little definition in the crease. First, gotta prime it. My eyelids are so dry. Like, I've been rubbing my eyes like crazy and now they're just like dry. Now I'm just gonna get my foundation powder and go all over the lids, giving me a nice neutral base. Then finally, I'm just going to get a deeper matte brown shade and define my crease, giving my eyes some shape. There we are. That's about as fancy as it's going to get. Now, I haven't done a glitter liner in so long. I almost feel like I don't know what I'm doing, but I just have something. You know, when you have something in your mind, you just gotta trust your instincts, okay? So I'm gonna start by making a base for my glitter, a red base for my glitter. So just in case if I get any type of glitter fallout, you won't be able to tell because you'll see the red background. So I'm gonna use my Colourpop Lippie Renmen because it is a satin, it's not a matte. So it's gonna give me a little bit of that sticky feel to also help keep the glitter in place. Once again, the name is Renmen and it's one of my ultra satin lippies with Colourpop. So you guys seen this recently when I used Anyways for my liner. I'm just gonna put some on the back of my hand and I'm going to create the liner while it is really wet. If it starts to dry out, I'm gonna get some more because I feel like it's easier to have it glide on if it's really fresh. So gonna get my favorite liner brush at the moment, the Zoeva wing liner brush 317, and I'm just gonna create a wing liner, a pretty thick one too. Now I'm just going to repeat the same thing on the other eye. If you mess up, just clean off your brush really good, grab some concealer, clean up the lines, but make sure every time you go back in to clean it up, you wipe the brush off so you don't transfer any more of the red. Now I'm using my MAC Studio Finish concealer, by the way, to sharpen up the line, and then I'm going to go over the concealer with a little powder so you can't see where I cleaned. Perfecto. Alright, now I'm going to add my glitter. I'm using Just Slaying It. This is from Voss. I'm nervous. I really hope this does not turn into a hot mess. I used to use glitter all the time and now I rarely use it, so I'm like scared of it again. I'm gonna get this smaller liner brush from Smith Cosmetics, their 203, just because I'm trying to make as few mistakes as possible and be as precise as possible. I'm gonna use the Violet Voss Loose Pigment Glitter Adhesive. Alright, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on the back of my hand. So I'm just gonna tap this carefully over the red liner. And instead of doing the whole liner at one time, just to prevent it from drying out, I'm just gonna do section by section and add on the glitter. So now I'm just dipping the brush into the glitter and going over where I applied the adhesive. Wish you guys could see how sparkly this is in person. I don't really know if you can tell on camera, but I'm shining. All right, now I'm just gonna do another small section, adding the adhesive, applying the glitter until I get all of the liner covered. I am frequently wiping off my brush just to keep it as flat as possible so that the glitter does not clump. All right, so far so good. Very happy. All right, now here's the moment that can either make or break this look because it technically does not need liner. Like, I can definitely just throw on some lashes and just be popping with my red glitter. But just what I envisioned in my mind, I just kind of want to stick with that and trust myself that I could do this. I have faith. So instead of using a liquid liner, which has a 50% chance to betray me, I am going to use a gel pot liner, which I haven't used in a super long time. I'm going to use the Covergirl Just Give Me Noir. It's a very black gel pot liner. Just got this fresh one in the mail yesterday. And I'm going to clean off my favorite liner brush, the Zoeva brush, and I'm going to slowly and intricately outline this poppin' red glitter. Isn't it pretty though, just like that? Like, what am I thinking? And it's popping like that. I know how I'm showing up to the Christmas party this year. I'm only adding a small amount of the gel liner because I don't want the black to be too thick, and I am going to go over it with a liquid liner. And I'm almost just using the tip of the brush and kind of flattening it with my fingers because I want it to be as sharp as a pencil. Just lost my breath. You gotta hold your breath when you're being that precise, you know? All right, now I'm just gonna get my CoverGirl Matte Black liquid liner, and I'm going to carefully sketch over that gel liner. I did it, y'all! Oh my god, I did it! I did it! Oh wait, let me not get too excited because you know sometimes one eye be looking good and then the other eye be looking crazy. So let me see if I can get this eye just as perfect. Whew, the hard part is over. Now I'm just cleaning off my lashes. There's a lot of liner and glitter on there. Now we're gonna get into these magnetic lashes. So like I said, these are from Kiss, and they gave me two different styles. Here is one of them, the 03, where it is pretty much like a strip cluster lash, meaning like there's clusters of lashes with tiny little spaces in between the clusters. This is the top lash and the bottom lash, so your real lashes go in between these two and have a magnetic hold. And here is the applicator right here. Then this style is 04, and it is pretty much the ends of your lashes. So these are gonna go on the last 2/3 of your lash. And this is the top again, this is the bottom, and here is the applicator. I'm really excited to use these because the applicator looks like it's gonna make the whole process much easier. I haven't even opened it yet, but that's just my prediction. This thing may help you apply them with no problems. Once again, I may be jumping the gun because I ain't even tried it yet, so let's see. I think I'm gonna go with the 04 style where it's just kind of on the ends of your lashes. So let me follow the directions. So here's what the tool looks like, and what is bomb about these little things is you can apply the top and the bottom lash first while they're separated, and there's like a little magnetic little strip on them for the magnets on the lashes to attach to the applicator. And once you have the top and the bottom loaded onto the applicator, you just push this one that is bent up, and now they are level with each other like tweezers, so that when you go in between your lashes and you put your lashes here, you just push them together and the magnetic lashes should just stick to each other. At least that's the plan. All right, so I'm gonna bend that piece back down and get my top row. Which one am I gonna do first? The right eye. All right, so it curves this way, so I know that when I apply them, the top piece has to go on this bent piece right here. All right, so this is what it looks like loaded. You wanna make sure you line them up the same way on each one. So I started just above this little dot right here. So I'm gonna apply the lower lash on the other side of the applicator at the same point right behind this circle right here. So just double check that you have them in the right position. You have the top, you have the bottom, and that when they close, they are gonna be facing the right way. They both should be flipping up when you turn the applicator sideways. All right, now I'm gonna push the applicator forward and get ready to apply them. All right, so I'm gonna go all the way as far as I can to the lash line and just close the applicator and see what happens. Even though that was super duper easy, I don't like the way they're positioned right now because I feel like since these are half lashes and I put them on the closest to the inside of the applicator instead of closest to the outside of the applicator, it was harder to really get them where I wanted to get them. So instead, I'm gonna redo it and I'm gonna place the lash closest to the edge instead of closest to the inside. All right, so let me remove these. Bam. So instead of putting them all the way back here, I moved them closer to the tip. Gonna push the top back down, and now I'm gonna be able to get even closer to my lash line. Alright, that was my second try and I am happy with its placement. Let me get a little closer. The placement is right where I want it to be, which I'm really shocked about. Now I'm just going to add a little mascara to the inside lashes. I'm not going to go over the magnetic lashes at all because I don't want to move them. And I'm going to add some liner and mascara to the lower lash. Let me go ahead and pop on the magnetic lashes to the other side with all the tips that I learned from the right side, and add some mascara and liner. And then I'm going to share with you guys some pros and cons of these Kiss magnetic lashes and some tips that I learned while applying them. I feel like this just helps out so much, and I'm going to give you guys a couple tips that I learned when I did it. The inner corner, instead of starting, especially if you do the half lash, instead of starting in the inside corner of the applicator, it's easier to put them furthest to the tip so that you can get as close to the eye as possible. You also want to make sure the magnetic strip curves around and it's not just straight across. And you want to push the magnet down as far to the edge, the lower edge down here. Push the magnets down as far to the edge as you can while still giving it that bend, because once you press this on your eye, wherever those magnets are lined up and you close are where the magnets are going to stay. So if you don't have the magnets all the way to the tip, the edge of the applicator right here where it curves, then it'll be too far away from your lash line when you close and you'll have to reapply them. That's what I learned on this eye, that the closer it is to the edge, the closer it will be to the lash line. Alright, so now the pros and cons of these Kiss magnetic lashes. Sponsored or non-sponsored videos, I'm going to always give you my honest opinion. I'm going to give you guys the pros and the cons regardless. So, the pros, obviously you eliminate the use of glue. You gotta use some oils and Q-tips to really get all the glue gone. There's been many a times where I've just used a makeup wipe and woke up in the middle of the morning and there's like clumps of glue on my lashes. So you eliminate the use of glue. Also, they're easy to remove because there is no glue. So you just glide them off and it doesn't pull out your hairs. Another plus is I have not seen any magnetic lash brand come with an applicator like this, which I think makes it 10 times easier to apply. So that is the biggest plus, I would say, of this particular magnetic lash, hands down. For the magnets to be so small, they do have a pretty strong hold. Last time I wore magnetic lashes, I didn't have problems with them moving. For the most part, they stay where they need to stay. Also, if you don't apply them correct, putting the lash band to a curve and to the very tip of the curve, you're not going to get as close to your lash line as you would if you use them correctly. If you tried them before and it didn't work out, I would definitely recommend giving them a second try with this applicator because it was 10 times easier. I'll also say one last con, which is a con of like all lash brands. They usually sit them on the tray with something sticky so that they don't move and they keep their bend, but it could be hard to apply, to take them off of the tray. So you definitely want to be super duper careful pulling them off of the tray and take your time with it so you don't lose out on any lashes. But that, like I said, happens to me with other lash strips as well, because sometimes they're a little tougher to remove from the tray. It would be great to see if a brand like Kiss can definitely add some variety in lash styles when it comes to magnetic lashes, because now that they have this tool, I feel like people are going to be more confident in applying them and wanting more different styles to go with them. So if you guys want to find where you can pick up these particular lashes, obviously I'm going to leave all that information below in the caption. By the way, my lippie is the Ellarie lippie stick, the OG, my OG Colourpop collabs. And I also have a tutorial on this faux ponytail. It's either going to be live before or it's already live right now, so make sure you guys check that out as well. And as usual, let me know what you guys want to see next on my channel, and until next time, love you guys. Mwah.